Y'all love me or not? Y'all love me or not? Trying to up the level, bigger bezel. Hope you love it a lot. Hope you love it a lot. No, I came from nothing, ribs touching. We was hugging the block. So do you love me or not?
Oh. We in the building with Brisco and Ghost-Writah. Man, I appreciate y'all fellas for tapping in. For sure, man. For sure, man. This is a monumental moment for me, man. Y'all my biggest act today.
Oh, man.
Real shit. Shout out to Chaos for making it happen, bro.
Absolutely. Good brother.
Man, I'm telling you, man, ain't that the truth, bro? Ain't that the truth? I'm learning on the fly, though, man. So if I fuck up along the way, man, y'all don't hold it against me.
That's cool, man.
You know what I mean?
We all fall short of God's glory.
You better believe it, bro.
We learn something new every day.
You better believe it, bro. You better believe it. I strike y'all from doing my research, I see both y'all kind of spiritual guys, man.
Of course. Not even kind of like we are.
There it is. Yeah. So I like the way you worded that, bro. I love it. 100%. Love it. We can't do it without it, right?
Absolutely not.
It don't happen without it, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, where do I start, man? I know y'all got this new project out here right now, man.
Yes, sir.
Everything's a blessing.
Yes, sir.
Everything's a blessing. Man, how that came about, fellas, man. I know y'all been chopping up with each other for many years, though, right? How long y'all been? Many years?
Over 10 years.
Over 10 years.
13, 14 years.
13, 14 years. What inspired the project, though?
I mean, we break spiritual bread every morning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the most pivotal point in the moments that it's like building that relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's like we always said, we had Instagram back then.
Right.
When that shit was being really documented.
Yes.
Man,
yes.
You know what I'm saying?
It was a blessing that it wasn't, though. Because there's a lot that people really didn't even see.
Because you know, niggas would have been doing 40 to life.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas would have been doing.
Let's call it what it is.
Yeah, niggas would have been doing a lot of time.
Yeah.
But you know, like I say, by default and by the grace of God, by the grace of God, we still here, we still breathing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like I say, each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? And definitely, what we trying to do is, you know, break the monotony, break the bull. Like we trying to like eliminate the bullshit from the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The things that's just dumb as fuck. Right. You know what I'm saying? We did this already. We did the dumb moves, dog. Listen, let me tell you how we ain't gonna do that. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? We handle ourselves with a certain poise.
Right.
And certain morale that, you know what I'm saying, that we pass on our brothers, and we expect nothing less than that.
Right.
You know
Let me ask y'all together, this is a good question. When did the veil come off, man? Like, you speaking on, because I saw your latest post when you spoke about guys being good influence to the younger guys coming up behind them. When did the veil come off, man, when the bullshit cut for y'all in y'all life, man? We like, you know what? This ain't how this supposed to go, man.
I mean, I face constant ridicule. You know, I've been called anything but the child of God. You know what I'm saying? But one thing you can't deny is what I'm here for. I'm here to do music.
Right.
I like my music. Like Brisco. Don't get into what British got going on.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's scary. It's like a horror film. You don't want to, just like Brisco and like what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I got 2 boys.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I prayed up on my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 boys and I just want the best for them. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. I want nothing but safety for them.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So why would I feed the streets and other niggas little boys the bullshit and try to shelter mine?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think for me,
bingo.
For me it was it had to hit me in like 06. And when I started making music, I thought like I had to make what people wanted to hear in order to be accepted. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought that like if I make the popular shit, or if I do the things that I see the people who are winning doing that, then they'll accept me the same way they accept a Trick or Ice Cube or Dr. Dre. So, you know, when I did that, I realized shortly after that, not being true to myself was getting me called out a lot. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, people know, you know, what you know for, what you will do and what you won't do, especially in your community, right? And then like when the shit that you speaking about comes full circle and you face with it, and you now have to have to act on the things that you've been rapping about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It comes full circle, and it comes to a point where you're like, hey, listen, either I'm going to really have to do something to somebody to prove that the things that I'm rapping about is accurate, or right, or is it's real, right? Or I'm gonna have to back, and I'm gonna have to be the person my mama raised me to be.
No doubt.
Right? So there's a lot of guys out here in the industry who choose otherwise, who don't live that way, and like, you know what? Well, I better when the opportunity presents itself for me to show that I'm real, quote unquote, right? Like, you know, I'm gonna do something that I know I'm not supposed to do in order for me to be able to be accepted, right?
Gotcha.
But I went the other way. Like, I chose to be the person that Joanne raised, that my mama raised.
Shout out to Miss Joanne.
Right, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? My mama just beat cancer this year, man. God bless. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Right, but and when I did that, that's when I began to grow a fan base. That's when I began to be accepted. You know what I'm saying? Because I was myself, and I found out that there was a lot more people that liked me for me being me than for me being somebody that or portraying somebody that I never was.
Who could be
you know
but you, bro?
Right. So those moments, for me, like I said, like 06, 07, when I actually went to the studio and I said, you know what, I'm gonna tell my story from now on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna see how that works, because this ain't working for me. Like, I don't like when I go out, you know, people feel like they gotta test what I said on the record. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need that kind of energy.
Misperception, bro.
Right. And then the moment I begin to be, you know what I mean, the person that, like I said, that my mother raised me to be, and the moment I begin to make music from my purest space, is the moment that I started being successful. And I'm like, wait, this works. Authenticity wins every time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta wake up watching my back. You know what I'm saying? I got no issues with nobody in the street because I said XYZ on the song. And a lot of these guys are afraid to just be themselves. Like, the industry got people feeling like they gotta wake up with an AK-47 on their chest every morning. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, and it's not about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know you. You know what I'm saying? Make records that tell me about who you are, and not who the industry expects you to be, so that you can be popular. You know what I'm saying? That was the movie.
Hey, Ghost, is it a safe assessment to say you you looked up to Nas, man?
Absolutely.
I get a lot of Nas in your bars, man.
Absolutely. I wrote it was crazy. I wrote a letter to Nas when I was 13 years old.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you how, because you know I ain't know no better. You know, as a matter of fact, I was 14, and on the back of the CD, it had an address. You know, on the back of CDs. You know, now it's known as FattMann, but again, I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna get directly to him, and he gonna open it up and read. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was like, I wrote him a letter, man. I was 14 years old. I'll never forget that. Just telling him like how much what he was doing was influencing me.
Okay.
You know, I mean, at such a young age.
And
So,
to be honest with you, I didn't research that. I just got that through your bars, man.
Yeah, no, that's
well, we're going to get back to this thing, man. We all from Richmond, man. Look, this was my first question, but we kind of got to hit ourselves. But I love it, though, because I like it to happen organically.
Of course.
It ain't got to be on those, like, those.
That's what you're going to get with us.
Man, I love it, though.
100%.
I love it, man. You get the reality of it all. You know what I mean? Where y'all from originally, man?
I'm from Opelika, Florida.
Opelika, Florida.
Yeah, South Miami, Florida.
South Miami, Florida. Yeah. Long time. So y'all been in Po Boy at the same time? Y'all came to Po Boy at the same time?
Man, I was at Po Boy at the
height, at the beginning.
At the pre-construction.
Pre-construction.
Like, I was, you know, I've been a Po Boy. You know, like I said, we was friends that was converted to family.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I like to do that with a lot of my friends. You know what I'm saying? The terms and conditions say, if you meet these terms and conditions, bro, you my family now.
We graduated brotherhood.
Yeah.
Straight up.
We graduated to that. So I've been with Po Boy from the beginning.
2001 or 99?
I mean, we talk about 94. We talk about
before y'all was even rapping.
Yeah, before
it turned into that.
Yeah, before it turned into that. When niggas was just, you know, we wasn't Po Boy. We was just them niggas.
Yeah,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? And like I say, man, E-Class pioneered and molded what we had. Keenan Bailey, Po Boy, he molded.
Had a vision.
What we had. You know what I'm saying? G12 molded what we had. You know
Straight up, bro. Yeah. So how many artists was on the label back when you came in?
Man, it was like, every nigga who was rolling with us. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody.
You know music inflicts the soul.
No doubt about it.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't care who you is. Everybody want to do music.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be a performer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I used to see Casey and JoJo perform. I used to see Levert perform. I always wanted to do that.
Right.
I always wanted to perform and captivate people. Like,
I wanted to captivate. Yeah.
I wanted to captivate people like that. So I often look at their shows and how much passion they had in their shows, and that's why I feel like I have a great show.
Right.
Because it's about passion and it's about, you know what I'm saying, saying every word and making people get the vision, you know what I'm saying, see it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Y'all independent now?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we definitely got Black Billionaire Society, the Black Rockets.
What's that's the clothing line? Black?
No, that's not the clothing line. That's the life. That's the society, life. Nigga. You getting money, nigga. You part of the Black Billionaire Society, and you finna ride with us in a Wraith that go to the rocket and we going to the moon.
Nigga, I drink to that.
You feel me?
Straight up, fella.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I have Black Billionaire Society. And he has
Rebellion Records.
Rebellion Records.
I started my own.
Independent labels.
Independent. 100%.
That's what it is, bro.
Like listen, we do everything. Like when I
get a bill, Dread.
Before we even started the label, like I did all my research. I read as many books as I possibly could. You know, I read the Def Jam book. I read In the Studio with Michael Jackson. I read as many books as I possibly could.
Okay.
To try to put myself in a space where I could understand what it takes to even become a label head.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's bigger than just
tons of research.
The company. You know
no doubt about it.
Right? Like you gotta be psychologically prepared to be able to run a record label because there's a lot that comes with that. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So yeah, I mean, but going the independent route, well, I felt for me in this day and age was the best route that I could possibly take. Like I'm not necessarily shopping for an artist situation at this point. Like I would love to have a 50-50 joint venture with any record label that I came into contact with. Because I've grown beyond the space of them giving me $50,000 advances
no doubt about it.
We
got that in the bank now. That's nothing.
Return. Like we ain't yet. We not. That's not where we going.
I agree.
This is not the day and age for you to do that. And it's just in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? That might work for somebody else.
I get it. Depending on how hungry a nigga is, though, I think.
Yeah.
Nigga hungry, man. We done been there.
Yeah.
Well, blown the sandwich was a whole lot.
Yeah. It meant a lot.
You know what I'm saying? But not like turkey, nigga, boy's head.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it is what it's certain shit just ain't gonna fly no more.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Certain standards has to be met.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? That goes from the women, that goes from the consumer, that goes for the entourage and the affiliation.
Right.
If you're affiliated with us, you got to be of God. You got to be a man of God. Right. Or we ain't really rocking with you.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
It's standards that we set. You know what I'm saying? Just as men,
no doubt.
We can't be unequally yoked in any level of our lives. Relationship, you know what I'm saying? Brotherhood, musically, production. Like when we have our meetings, like our meetings start and end with prayers. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
dope.
when we have our times where we have like music camps where we book turn a whole house, we rent like a 12-bedroom house,
no doubt.
Turn a house to a studio, we work for 7 days. When we do that, we start that morning with a prayer, we end with it. You know what I'm saying? God has always got to be in the midst. And then that's just the way we carry ourselves. So when we talk about standards, like we set very high standards for the individuals that we allow around us, because you can't have a certain amount of energy or a certain type of energy and then think that you could make music or that you can even be around us to even have dinner. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
We can't rock with certain.
This is the Black Billionaire Society.
Yo, we back, Brisco and Ghost-Writah in the building, man. Man, fellas, again, I can't begin to tell y'all how appreciative of y'all stopping through and tapping in with me, man.
It's a pleasure, man.
This is cool, man. It's cool shit, man. Man, where do I go from here, man? I know you're doing the filming thing right now, Ghost, right? You just recently started the filming thing.
We launched. I mean, again, years of research, years of work, we finally launched.
Rebellion Film. Then you got anything you shot so far?
I mean, all the videos you saw.
Oh, you shot all your own.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Every single video. We actually, once we're done, we got a campaign that we're working on for Everything's a Blessing. Once we get in the final phase of the Everything's a Blessing campaign, we actually want to shoot some short films for a couple of the shorts for a couple of the songs that we have in the project.
No doubt about it, bro. Hey man, could y'all ever seen it, man? Where we at today?
Of course.
I know it's probably cliche to say it, man, but I ain't see it.
Man, when you pray, you know, you have to be specific.
Absolutely.
Her grandma say that.
God the realest nigga I know.
Yeah.
He ain't stingy and he don't lie.
Yep.
Right.
So how you go come to the realest nigga asking him, Lord, I just want financial freedom.
Right.
Now I tell him I want 20 M's. He like, what, 20 M's? I'll put a zero with that.
Yep.
200 M's.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So speaking things into existence and and letting things manifest, letting your blessings manifest.
No doubt. No
I
doubt.
believe that blessings on a conveyor belt.
Yeah.
Waiting to get processed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And waiting to get packaged and sent out to you.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta give your blessings time to manifest.
To piggyback on what you just said is a story in the Bible when Jesus called out to the guy, I forgot his name, and he called out to him, and the guy was dead in the grave, and he had to say his name specifically, because if not, everybody would have got up. I gotta call this guy. Because if I call the wrong name, everybody gonna come out the grave and come to me.
Yeah.
Y'all heard that story in the Bible?
If it's a vague call,
you can't do
you
that.
say rise,
I'm gonna call you. So that come back to what you saying right now.
Yeah.
You gotta be specific what you ask for.
You gotta be specific.
You know what I mean? So
for me, I don't think I'm not gonna say that I always knew. I just knew that God had something for me. I just didn't know how I was gonna get to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I knew that there was a plan, right? But what I did for me is I just woke up every single day and I prayed and I got to it. You know what I'm saying? I know that there's something around that corner. I can't tell you exactly what it is. But
Right.
I know that I know that 1 + 1 is gonna equal 2. You know what I'm saying? That's just the basic laws of arithmetic.
Simple as that,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? Like if I get up and I pray and I do the work, right, then that's gonna equal to success. And I'm not even talking about success monetarily. I'm just talking about, success for you is whatever you deem your goal that you achieve.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever goal that you set for yourself, you achieve that goal, you're successful, no matter what you do.
Yeah.
Right? But like for me, like I just knew that there was an opportunity for me to be able to do more and have a platform to be able to speak. And while I had that platform, I knew that God had provided an opportunity for me to be able to use my voice to speak on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's not about me. A gift is called a gift because it's meant to be given.
I agree.
Right?
Right.
And that's what we have. We have gifts.
Right.
And music is just not given. You know what I mean? So I can't say to God that I knew I was going to be here at this moment, but I just said that I knew God always had something for me.
Right.
I just knew if I continue to get up, have faith and work, that I was going to on my way too. Because faith without work is dead, right?
Bird, only controllable pillar of success.
Speak on it. Speak on it. That's what it is, man. That's how I feel about it.
You feel me?
Man, hey, bro,
That's what I'm
real.
trying to tell you. It's real because, when you got tunnel vision, I always had tunnel vision. I always knew I was going to get here no matter what. Because I had God with me. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And I went to prison for 3.5 years.
Okay.
And I ain't think it was that serious for me to go to prison, to the feds, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
And I ain't think I did something that bad.
Right.
And I'm a good person.
Right.
I love God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In the 30th chapter of the first book of the Bible, Joseph went to jail.
Right.
He went to prison, you know what I'm saying? So there's certain hardships, and that's what ultimately took the veil off me.
Yeah, okay.
I was an open locker goon, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I rarely say open locker goon now. I always say I'm open locker, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm Brisco, or I say British a lot. I'm dropping the British album, you know what I'm saying? We dropping our solo projects on the same day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to get away from that.
Okay.
I changed the acronym from goon. I changed the acronym for goon to getting over obstacles now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But the overall stigma that I had on Brisco, man, a lot of people lost their lives. Niggas was really sliding out here to my records. You know what I'm saying? That people lost their lives in my records.
Right. And that blood is on our hands.
And that hurt.
That's what we don't.
That hurt. You know what I'm saying? So, and I just always wanted to expand and get bigger and bigger. You know what I'm saying? And like I was talking to him today, I want to open a consulting firm.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Life relief. And I'm talking to niggas and I'm getting it to them blood raw.
Right.
But I think that's the gift, another gift that I have. You know what I'm saying?
That's meant to share. Right.
That's
Definitely
meant to share.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think we put here for that, man. I think we put it ultimately. I think everybody that walk on this planet, we put here to share something with somebody.
Right, 100%. Like,
even if they jump on your churn.
Yeah, no, we know we're here to serve. Like,
I agree.
God did not place us here for ourselves.
No, man.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, you have an active duty to serve. You know what I'm saying? Because God gives you things that He hasn't given me. And when we sit down and we break bread as brothers, right, and we share spiritual food, right, you grow me and I grow you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what life is about. Right?
Iron sharpens iron.
Right. And
I say that all the time on the show.
Yeah, it's about growth. And the thing is that, like we say, like, there's no one individual that's been put here to serve itself. Like, we are here for service. You know what I'm saying? And that's my biggest question when I wake up in the morning too. Is like, how can I be of service? You know what I mean? Anything that he's got going on, I always, like, we was talking about this consult firm today. I told him, listen, whatever you need from me, this is my brother. Whatever you need from me, let me know. Like I end my sentences with that 3, 4, 5 times a day.
Yeah.
Whatever I can do or whatever you need from me, let me know. Because that's what I'm here for.
Ghost, it's funny you speaking on this. I recently had to trim the fat, man. You know, when I say trim the fat, I mean get rid of some people that's out of space.
Of course.
Because I know you ain't me, and I'm definitely not you.
I've been Ajaxing my porch too.
Speak on it, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? I've been Ajaxing my porch too. It's certain, like I said, certain terms and conditions. If you my homeboy, and the love there, we still have terms and conditions of the relationship.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? You can sign a loan, somebody can give you a loan, and they're gonna have some terms and conditions of that loan that you're gonna have to put the check mark on.
No doubt.
So if we fall out about some money,
right?
I still love you, my brother, but we can't deal in money.
No, sir.
The terms and conditions change.
No, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I've been Ajaxing my porch, sweeping my porch. You know what I'm saying? And cause I want, when you walk in my house, I want it to smell good, and I want,
no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want you throwing up like my old girls used to say, don't never bring nobody in your house. It might drop something in here. You know what I'm saying?
We don't want no spirits in this bug.
We don't want no spirits in here.
No, we want that here. Straight up.
So yeah, you have to trim the fat, and you have to put people on a relationship probation.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
If not,
I still love you.
I
still love you. We reached to the point that love was involved, and you my nigga like that, you know what I'm saying? Or you my homegirl like that, and things change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Life happens.
Right.
Because
it ain't always monetary, man.
No, it ain't always monetary, and and I think building a relationship, right, is the dealings. Right. It's not about the relationship. It's about the dealings within the relationship. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you're a businessman and you know this nigga do crappy business. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's on you to do business with that man. You know what time it is.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what to expect.
Yeah, and I think we put ourselves in a lot of predicament on our own.
I agree, brother. Hey man, just to fast forward, Ghost, I see you recently, did 1,000 streams, man? 100, excuse me. It's 100,000, I read it wrong.
100,000, yeah.
How that feel, bro?
I mean,
first time you ever did that?
Okay. To be honest, I look at those numbers, and you know, and I had some individuals like who are in the industry call me out, like, oh man, listen, man, don't celebrate 100,000 streams. Like we need 100 million. And I'm like, I disagree with you.
I agree, and I agree with you on that.
I disagree that I shouldn't. Like, let me tell you something. What I've learned. I've learned that celebrating your wins, no matter how large or how small, is imperative. I agree. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because I can't belittle the people around me that helped me get to that space. I can't belittle my fans that helped me get to that space and tell them, oh, you 100,000 people, like you 50,000 people that stream this album twice. You know what I'm saying? I stream any of my records twice, don't matter because I want the 100 billion. Right. Like y'all matter. 10,000 matters. I agree. You know what I'm saying? Like I perform in front of 5 people or 50,000. You know what I'm saying? I will never, because remember, you have to understand that you can never be above any job, any blessing, or any circumstances. I'm not above any of that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, that 48 laws of power, man. Never get past the teacher. Never try to outdo the teacher.
Never outshine the master. Yeah, that's
great. Don't outshine the master, brother.
Yeah. So yeah, that was an absolute blessing. You know what I'm saying? And like just to be able to see, like, you know what I mean, that somebody like me coming from where I come from can achieve such a thing. Because bigger than just me, I don't celebrate it for me. I celebrate it for the brothers who are watching me, who's still on 1,000 streams. Right. Because those individuals get to see that, hey, it's possible because the same dude from my neighborhood who I can touch, see, and communicate with has done it, and I can do 100 million if he did 100,000. I can achieve it. Right. And that's the greatest blessing to be able to inspire. That's the highest human act, right? According to my brother Nipsey, man, rest in peace.
Man, I love you boys coming on here fucking with me again. I hate to keep you reiterating that, man, but this is a blessing. Y'all giving me game. Y'all giving me straight guard talk, man. Yeah, that's a rarity, man.
And it just comes out, rare, bro. It just comes out like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I can talk to a real nigga like this, and I said in one of my rounds, the realest niggas be the most humble people. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. If I think finding joy in the day, doing something that, you know, we always do what people want us to do. Right. Sometimes you gotta do what you want to do. Sometimes you gotta bring joy into your life. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always tell him, man, put that shit on.
100%.
Put that shit on, man.
Yeah.
Buy that shit.
Do you, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, you know, we only have one life. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how the afterlife is gonna be.
Right.
We don't know if we gonna come back a dog, an elephant, a buff.
All raw.
You feel me? So I just think that you got this one life to live, man. Live that shit to the fullest, man, and make yourself happy, man. You know what I'm saying? And prioritize your needs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And just relish on the achievements.
Yeah.
My dog did 100,000. I did 100,000. And all the little homies did 100,000. Because they rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, you gotta I look at things from, I always have telekinesis where I get out of my body and I just say, Briss, what can you do? What can you do better?
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? How is British perceiving Brisco or vice versa? You know what I'm saying? We just trying to go to the pinnacle of this shit. We just trying to go to the top of this shit.
You know what's even a blessing too, even to be beside this brother, because these are it's like a lot of firsts that I'm having. He's had 2 or 3 times. So he's got a Grammy. A lot of people don't even know that.
I didn't.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so there's a lot of things that he's achieved and that he's experienced, right? That I'm experiencing for the first time, right? And he's celebrating it with me like he said he's never done it. You know what I'm saying? Humbly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He celebrates my victories and I celebrate his like we've never done it. And all my first time achievements, he celebrates like it's never happened to him. This guy's a Grammy winner. You understand what I'm saying? So just more importantly than anything is just making sure that we remember to stay grounded. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, we can't be above no job. You know what I'm saying? If you have a spill in here, I'll help you sweep your floor. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I help you mop. I got no problem with that. I'm not like too high and mighty or 100,000 streams or like the relationships that I have or the people that I've worked with haven't put me in a space where I'm too high and mighty to be above any job. You know
y'all feel like in our race, man, won't get enough of that, man? Like, really...
In our race, it's fucked up. We have a fucked up way. We have a fucked up outlook, and we have this hate, this spirit. It's a spirit. It's just a hate, spirit. You know what I'm saying? Envious spirit, I should say.
No doubt about
Jealousy
that.
is a natural emotion. You see a nigga come through, because FattMann, you see a nigga come through with his Bentley. You know what I'm saying? Big cigar. You know what I'm saying? That's a natural. I feel like jealousy is a natural emotion for you to get better. You know what I'm saying? Some people say it's motivation.
Right.
Nah, nigga, you want that right now.
Yeah.
You wish you could be in his shoes. Right. Envious. The root word of envy is evil. Right. You know what I'm saying? That'll make a nigga hurt you.
Yeah.
That'll make a nigga hurt you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So we have to be. I think as black men, we have to be careful. We have to be sorry and apologetic. You know what I'm saying? I learned that in prison. Right. You can't walk. I know nigga with, excuse me, y'all. Yeah. It's about respect. It's about respect. Cause when a lion see another lion, either he gonna keep it moving, fool, or we gonna get into something. You know what I'm saying? And I think that where we're at and where we're stationed at, the wholesome black man is about to be extinct. Unless we save it. I go to Atlanta, man, niggas helping with a smile. You know what I'm saying? And I like to, I cater that to this we being multicultural. This is a multicultural place. Okay. This is damn near an island. Right. We living on the island and we have a lot of different cultures. Right. And this culture don't gotta fuck with this culture. Yeah. Cause it's enough of them to fuck with my culture. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I think the backbiting and the crab in the bucket mentality is here in a black man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the African American black man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when I see and my dad always told me, what's the difference between the white man and the black man? Not a goddamn thing. Right. Your eyes, that's the only difference. Mm-hmm. How you view things. You gotta view things a certain way. And I think we need that. We gotta aspire and we gotta lead people into the right direction. Right. Or a nigga life, like I said, a nigga life can be taken like this. And you got blood on your hands. Because you could have said something. Right. You know what I'm saying? You could have teach. You might can't get everybody, like you said earlier today, you might can't get everybody, but that one. Yeah. Right. That one, you know what I'm saying?
That one is Barack Obama.
I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what he could be. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what he could be.
And I think one of our biggest issues is just to piggyback off what Brisco was saying, is just pride and ego. Pride and ego are the offspring of the devil. You know what I'm saying? And when you can learn, like everybody has an ego, right? And you can never disassociate yourself from it or get away from it. It's always going to be there.
Right.
But one thing I learned from my father, and my pops told me, and this is one of the realest things that he's ever taught me, right? He says, let me tell you something, your ego will never be wrong. And I'm gonna say that. And when he told me that at first, I kind of like, I was confused about it. I'm like, how? And he was like, study that. So I dug and I studied. And I got it. Because your ego will tell you that everything that you want to do or have done is somehow justifiable. He tried me.
Big
right?
talk. Yep.
Right? He tried me. Or I can't apologize to her because she did it first. And your ego will always tell you, nigga, you good. You ain't got to do. Sometimes we have those conversations with ourselves. Nigga, I don't owe you shit.
Yeah.
That's your ego talking.
Yeah.
Right? And there's no ego within God. Right? So the thing is, you can't remove your ego because it's always there. You have to learn to check it.
Right.
And that's what us as black men, two things that we have to do: learn to check our egos and learn the value of everything.
And be forgiven.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And forgiveness. Right. But learning the value of how important your brother is, learning the value of money, learning the value of finance, learning the value of the black woman, learning the value of yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those things will take murder out the equation for you, jealousy out the equation for you, ego out the equation for you. You know what I'm saying? If I value you and I value what you bring, Steve just told me you're a filmmaker, right?
Right.
So imagine 20 minutes from now we get into an issue and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna spin on you. I'll be back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have no value in anything that you told me.
Right.
But if I look at you the moment we have a disagreement, argument, and say, listen, man, how can we sit down and we discuss
it
this?
out.
Right. And let me. And here's the thing. Here's the pride and the ego. If I remove my pride and my ego, right, set that to the side, I can see where I wronged you, right, and I can see where I need to apologize and make things right. But your pride and your ego will never tell you you owe anybody an apology. Your pride and your ego will always tell you that you're right in every action or reaction. Right?
Exactly.
And that will put you in a position to either be in prison or murdered. And that's one of the biggest issues in black culture, right? Is that we don't value each other enough. That we don't understand how to check our pride and our ego at the door.
Right.
That we don't understand the importance of forgiveness, right? We don't understand how powerful we are as a unit and how scared the rest of this country and the rest of this world is of us uniting. The scariest, the most dangerous thing that white America has ever seen was an educated black man who has a unit and unity. You know why they were so afraid of Malcolm X? Because Malcolm X had power over people.
He did.
Right? And they were a unit, right? The people that followed Brother Malcolm were a unit, right? You know what I'm saying? And like anywhere he went, at the drop of a hat, all he had to do was snap his fingers and point, and they would go in that direction. And that was too much power.
They viewed that as dangerous.
Right. It's right because when you can control the people, right? Like they can't, you know what I mean? When you're no longer in fear of prison, when you're no longer in fear of dying, right? When they can't hang those things over your head anymore, like you are a dangerous man.
You're a dangerous
man, right? And that's what they want. They want you to fear jail. They want you to fear death, right? Those are the things that they put in place to put us in a position where we falter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like once you understand those things, like you become empowered yourself, and that's the biggest thing that I think we can do as a culture, right? Is to start empowering ourselves by understanding who we are and what it takes for us to get to the
doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Yeah.
Ghost, you said something on one of your records. Well, no, I think you were speaking to something of the nature. You were saying something about they want to be rich, but they don't want to prepare to be rich, man.
Yeah.
What you meant when you said that, brother?
Like, you might see Brisco. Brisco, he got $250,000 jewelry on. You want Brisco's appearance. You want his flamboyancy. You want his life.
Right.
But are you willing to put in the 25 years of work that Brisco did day in and day out? Are you willing to lose sleep? Are you willing to be on a tour bus, right, for 6 months, right, without seeing your family? Right. Are you willing to be out promoting an album until 6 o'clock in the morning and have to be up by 7? Like, you know what I'm saying? Are you willing to be in the studio every single day and not partying? You know what I'm saying? And not doing the things that everybody wants to do on a regular basis, right? To sacrifice so you can have the things that you have. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody. People want to skip the process. The thing is, you cannot skip the process. The process is the most important part, right, of your success. You
better believe it.
And the moment you try to hop over that, that's why people rob. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're robbers.
Yeah, because a shortcut.
Right, because like it's easier for me to put a pistol to you and say, give me everything you got, than it is for me to tell you, hey, Brisk, what does it take for me to get to a position that you at? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to fucking go to the studio every single day like you go to the studio every day. And I'm speaking, not speaking for me, I'm speaking for the individual that's out there with that mind state. I don't want to have to get up every single day and go to work. Why the fuck should I do that?
Right.
I just, like, you got it, I want it now.
Right.
And that's the problem. The now is the problem. So that bar was so significant to me to even put in there because, like, we can't skip the process. We can't skip the work. You know what I'm saying? Without process, there's no progress. You know what I'm saying? Not properly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that bar, it's funny that you brought it up. That's one of my favorite bars on the whole entire album.
You can't build a house without a foundation.
Nah,
like you say, you got to start somewhere, but it's a process. You ain't going to skip that.
Absolutely.
The house will fall.
I mean, I'll tell you like this. Ask me how many contractors started a house with a roof.
None.
Show me a contractor who started a house with a roof.
And none.
You know what I'm saying?
None.
You can't. But that's what the thing is. They want the shelter without the foundation. That's fucking impossible.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And the only way you can make it possible is if you spin the block and pull up. You take it all off. And then what's that gonna cost you? Because once we find, because now you set me back. Because once we find out who did what, now we gotta go do what we gotta do. We don't want that.
Never
we
don't
want that, man. Nobody don't want to put you don't want to take somebody else's child away from their mother or a father out of their house away from their children because you know what I'm saying. We ain't even know nobody wants that. But this is why the cycle never ends because we can't put the work in to get to where we want to go. We want to skip the process.
Skip the process.
You can't skip the process. You can't build a house. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, Ghost. You brought that up, man. But I don't want to glaze right across this Grammy talk you talked about a minute ago, man. What year was this, man?
This had to be when Lil Wayne album, Carter 3. I was on the Carter 3.
Carter 3.
You know what I'm saying? Just me being on the Carter. I was on the Carter 3 on a song called La La.
Okay.
With me, Lil Wayne, and Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
So, you know, that album was like #1.
One of his hottest albums today, huh? What you say?
Of course. It definitely was. So it's like just me just getting that. That just was an accomplishment.
Right.
That was in my tunnel vision.
Right.
And I always stepped out on faith.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Look at me. I'm in the middle of two legends. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I inserted myself
yeah.
in the middle. I'm in the middle verse of two legends. Yeah. So Wayne just came. I gotta come.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm from a small city called Opelika. Like we don't really back down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I got to perform at an elite level because Busta Rhymes, one of the leaders of the new school.
Man, look here.
You get what I'm saying?
Put your hand
So I had to channel with another Brisco. You know, so I had to go in. I had to be metaphorically.
So he's a rookie on that album, pretty much, huh? Would you say he was a rookie on that particular record?
I was a rookie on that album. I was a rookie in the game. That was like we sold 1 million records the first week.
God
damn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So ain't nobody did that since.
Right.
I think they probably one of them. You know what I'm saying? One of them Katy Perry's or somebody did that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we did that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas from the inner city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I took my hat to Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Who became a converted family member from a friend. You know what I'm saying? Just that. You know what I'm saying? We have a great relationship. I got a great relationship with everybody.
Okay.
If I feel like, even if you didn't help me do something, I still want to keep a good rapport with people. You never know who's going to be that.
You don't.
You never know who's going to be that nigga. Every dog get his day.
You don't.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody get their chance to shine. Everybody.
Yes.
Everybody get their chance to shine in some particular way. You know what I'm saying? And I think the things, like I said, we go through shit to get through shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you get through shit, we can laugh and relish.
Right.
That's why we say everything's a blessing.
Every day.
And it's funny how the worst shit you've been through can make you laugh.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And this is what I wanted to say too, that if you a hater, you're a devil.
Right.
It's no way. And I'm Robin Hood for the righteous.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We and like, you know, as our spiritual daddy gonna whoop our ass like our earthly daddy.
Right.
Our Heavenly Father gonna whoop your ass the same way. It hurt. It hurt.
Way worse.
It hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he did Job.
Yeah, like he did Job.
Yeah. But Job was a righteous man, and Job got
he ain't been.
He got that shit doubled.
He ain't folded. He didn't fold. Even though his family was involved, he didn't fold. I feel like we're having church tonight, fellas.
It's lyrical church.
It's always going to be that.
It's church.
Everything's a blessing.
It's always going to be that.
Bro, everything's a blessing. You tie it back to the album, Brisco. I like
Everything's
that.
a blessing.
Everything.
Dope project, man. Dope project, man. I get grit on it and I get conscious. It's like a blend, man.
Yeah, it's the best of both worlds.
It's a blend, man. It's dope. It's just a dope project, man. I listened to it about the past hour, bro. And I got it from the first record on. Let me fast forward. I wrote down some songs, man. I want y'all to tell me about these records, man, when y'all created them, man. Because they stood out to me. You know what I mean? These particular records, man. I am a fan, brother. Long time fan, man. Ghost, I recently learned about you, I'm gonna be honest. But
appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, but
I'd rather you learn about me today than never learn about me.
But guess what? That was the assignment, though.
Yeah, I agree.
That was the assignment.
I agree, bro.
We wanted to blend that life. You know what I'm saying? The walks of life. We wanted to blend that shit. You know what I'm saying? So different, but it's perpendicular. It's the same.
This record, how you pronounce it? T-Amo? What is it?
Te amo.
Te amo.
Which means I love you in Spanish.
That's what that means.
Yeah.
Man, y'all talk about that record, man. That record to me, man, that record was dope as fuck, man.
Yeah, we just pushed the envelope of having a Jill Scott sample.
Okay.
A big sample.
I love that one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
My wife give me 1 minute with it, boy, I take it. I ain't gonna even lie right now, bro. I always love that woman, bro. I swear to God. She is, man. I noticed y'all had a lot of samples on the album too, man.
Yeah, we did a lot of samples ourselves.
Well, a lot of that stuff you hear on there, with the exception of the Jill Scott record. Jill Scott was the only real sample on that.
The Mahalia Jackson type of, I heard that. What song was that? Was that the Black Jerusalem? Was it a sample on there?
No.
It wasn't?
No.
Damn.
The rest of the album was all it might sound like that.
They're going to get sampled. They're going to get sampled.
Right. Well, we had actual musicians from my label play on these records. So a lot of the musicianship you hear, a lot of the keys, a lot of the organs you hear, that's all played live. Like we took that. That was a very, very important approach that we took, because we wanted to be able to create a sound that you hadn't heard before, but that felt familiar. So you see how you felt like that was something.
I did.
Yeah, man.
But it was a dope record though. It jumped out to me right away.
Yeah.
Like, damn, this is dope right here, man. How they played with that there, man, a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Man, you won't get enough of that no more. We won't get a lot of samples. You know, you get so many bigger artists that maybe throw something in there here and there, man, a curveball.
And they fuck it up.
Yeah.
Sampling is also an expensive process too. That's not something that we so worry about. But like, I don't know if like a lot of the audience may not know this, but clearing samples is a costly.
I see T.I. and Robert Thicke had paid the price for something like that, right?
You gotta be careful, because not everything is clearable. Not every individual is willing to clear a sample. And so in most cases, if you got cool people and they like the record, you know what I mean, you might be able to get around it. Or if you have the finance to be able to ask what they to clear what they ask for.
Is it a fee on something like that?
Yeah, it's a fee, but guess what? Come sue us. If you don't like it, sue us. That'll be my honor. Sue me. I'm gonna use it,
right?
Because I think all music is recycled. It's just recycled.
It definitely.
The reason we do music how we do music, because we was influenced by another sector of music or another person
who was already influenced by somebody else.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's also the thing is there's a connection, a direct correlation between that sample and between what we said. And when we heard that sample, shout out to Encore. Encore produced that. When he sent me that record, like, I sent it to him immediately. I was like, yo, check this out, man. The record's called Talking to Jill, man. I love it. It's amazing. And the next thing I know, like, maybe like 24 hours later, I had the first record.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because we were just, at this point, we went through the process of picking these.
Okay. Who produced the album?
Most of the producers on the record.
The very record?
All of my producers, with the exception of two.
With the exception of two.
Most of them, we try to do everything in-house.
No doubt.
That's important.
Everything a blessing. So that's on your label, Ghost.
That's on us.
That's on both labels.
Yeah, we released it on Black Billionaire Society and on Records.
So that's a joint venture, pretty much.
Right. Yeah.
Pretty cool, bro. Everybody can eat.
Yeah.
This will go down as being one of the biggest albums that Florida and the world.
There it is.
Listen, I put this in a list. I made a list. Let me see if I made a list.
Go ahead, speak on it. Give me one of them cigars over there, Dre.
We talking about the top albums in Miami history, right? And like I did this not ignorantly. I went through each album. I listened to each album before because I wouldn't want to. What I wouldn't want to do is make a false claim or a false statement without having any true backing. You know what I'm saying? Like having any concrete evidence that I could back up that this album belongs. So I went through the top albums of all time in Miami. Right? It's Rick Ross, Port of Miami.
Okay, dope album.
Rick Ross, Deeper Than Rap. Trick Daddy, based on a true story.
Dope album.
Trick Daddy, Thug Holiday.
Appreciate it.
Jackie O, Polo, Rich Girl. Khaled, We The Best. Monumental, as a DJ, that was his first one. That was the one that really, that really showed that we could do this on that level.
Right.
Trina, The Baddest Bitch, came near that album.
Okay.
JT Money, Pimpin' on Wax.
Dope album.
Two Live Crew, Nasty as They Want To Be. And Everything's a Blessing.
Wow. That's a small number when you think about it, bro.
Now, when I put it in order, I had Everything's a Blessing at fourth. Port of Miami, Deeper Than Rap, based on a true story, and Everything's a Blessing. And I'm not biased. I would never, I'm not going to just say, oh, we number one, because I would never disrespect Trick, Ross, anybody on this list. But I had to listen to each one of these albums for 48 hours before I made the decision of where I would place it. This is just this is all perspective. This is my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Art is subjective. So nobody run me down and tell me like I'm tripping for this. Because art is subjective. Like if I painted a banana on this wall and told you it was worth $250,000, who are you to tell me I'm wrong?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like so art is subjective, right? So when I listened and I went through all of these albums, I felt like that's where Everything's a Blessing lied. You know what I'm saying?
This album different from those albums that you just...
Absolutely.
It's
some
a
people
different
might
type
put
of
it
body
higher,
of work,
some
bro.
people will put it lower, but it's different.
It's a different body of work, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
I gotta say, it's woke, man. It's woke rap, man. I like that.
It's woke rap. It's
woke,
definitely woke
man.
rap.
It's woke, man.
We definitely conscious of what the fuck we saying. We definitely responsible now.
100%. You know, I think it is too. It's not even so much just that it's woke rap. I think it's just it's the reality music. Right. Like, dog, you listen to the shit that rappers is talking about on a regular basis today, and it's like this shit is not relatable, man. Nobody going to the store with a fucking Draco for no reason to go get a bag of chips. We're not doing that shit.
Be real.
Let's really talk about it. Yeah. And not all of us is waking up and hopping in a Wraith either. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we can't forget about those people in that middle ground who just live everyday lives. Right. You know what I'm saying? We can't forget to speak about black women going missing. They don't want us to care. Right. You can't forget to speak about the everyday current events that are going on that are affecting our communities. Right. We can't leave that out. Right. So we just made an album based on real life. This album is, you talking about based on a true story. This is our lives. Right. Ain't nothing on here fabricated. You know what I'm saying? There's not a single line on here, bar on here. There might be one bar on where I was rapping, where I say versus 80 today might be 100 of them. I was rapping, you know what I'm saying? But like for the most part, every single verse on this album, every single record on this album, every single chorus, every single instrument that's played was played from a humane basis. Like, you know what I'm saying? We want everything to be ground level so everybody could put their feet in these shoes and say, damn, Everything's a Blessing is my album. Right. It speaks for me. You know what I'm saying? We left nobody out.
Man, how long did it take y'all to create this album, man? How much time and effort y'all put into creating this, man? Or was it a couple months thing?
It was a couple months, but actually, it was crammed into a couple days. Listen, ain't no record. There's only one record that we didn't use. Every record that we presented to each other is on that album.
Oh.
Yeah. Every record made the album.
We ain't miss.
Wow.
And the one didn't make it because it was another sample. And we didn't want to put
gotcha.
on there.
Yeah.
We didn't miss.
Nothing missed. We didn't miss.
Bro.
Not one record.
That's dope, bro.
And we was actually, it was a friendly competition, like, cause I know if I send this shit and the shit ain't right to Ghost, he's gonna eat my ass up on this.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Right.
And vice versa.
Right.
So it's like I knew I had to come, and I had to be particularly Brisco. You know what I'm saying? I had to go there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I write fast. I do my music fast because I don't question it. I don't second guess it.
Exactly.
I don't second guess it because I know that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of them rhymes I was writing, I write with a pen in the pad. I just threw the pen like, I ain't write that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't have wrote that.
Yeah.
How the hell I thought of that? You know what I'm saying? And I think that, you know, and dealing with him, he just put that fire up under me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know dealing with me, I do the same thing.
I also noticed on the clip that y'all did, I guess it was a collage of songs off the album, man. Y'all got great presence together, man, in front of the camera, man.
Yeah.
Y'all look like brothers, man. It kind of look like,
you know what? But that's what it is. When it's that, it's authentic. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta fake it. Like we don't gotta fake like we love each other. Like that's my brother. I love him. You know what I'm saying? And that the chemistry is there and it's real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, this was straight drop. All you gotta do is it's gonna lock up.
Yes, sir.
Every time.
Yes, sir. Man, damn, man. This is a pleasure, man. Man, y'all don't understand right now, man, how I feel, man.
Thank you, man.
I hate it got to come to an end, brother.
No, it's all
This
I got that
is,
engagement.
I get it, bro, but hey, man, I appreciate you dudes, man. I really do, bro. And there's a lot I didn't ask, but
man, thank you, man.
my guy Dre was just asking me about the 360 deal, Briss.
Yeah.
Why you against the 360 deal?
I think it's just musical slavery. I think it's, you know, I think it's just, like I said, that's the best way I could put it. It's like musical slavery. It's like, how can you get a percentage of my album sales, my shows, not marketing, but my merch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like, everything's a blessing, and my blessing is mine. It cannot be intercepted. You can't just come in front of my blessing and intercept my blessing.
Right.
One of the Deion Sanders, that can't, you know what I'm saying? We can't do that. We ain't gonna do that.
Get your hand out my pocket.
So we'll do it. I do it by myself before I let another man or another woman or another label dictate what I do and take my creative control and have me doing that. That's a damn puppet.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
See how you is right here?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, how innovative E-Class was. E-Class would be like, boy, we can use this slot right here for a freezer. You know what I'm saying? Well, I give you $20,000 a month, boy. You get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
vision.
It's about stepping out on
bingo.
faith.
That's one of the biggest things I learned from
Vision.
Yeah, vision.
Vision. I've never seen somebody look at something, like I was with E-Class in the car one time, right? And not to cut you off, but to get back to what you're saying, but I was in the car with E one time, we were riding, and he passed by this house, and that shit was a complete dump. And I was like, I asked him, I was like, why would you
what invested that?
Seeing that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the word he said, man. You gotta be able to see, Ghost.
Visionary, dog.
You gotta be able to see, you gotta have vision. I know I can look at that, I already know what that can be.
Right.
I know the possibility.
Right.
And that's one of the biggest things, my biggest takeaways from E-Class is how to see beyond what you see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Man, that's what you're saying is profound, bro. Because when we started this here, if y'all look at some of my old content, it was black. I had painted the cane colors, my bike and shit. I had a vision. I know it could grow into something. Yeah. And then I said, well, why go rent something when I could just, I built this shed for this. This is the house for my bike. My bike house. I share space with this dude, man.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So
you gotta be able to see. That's the thing.
I had
you saw it.
Right.
Yeah,
and stepping out on faith.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And taking initiative to do something. I think we the pastors of our house, you know, of our houses and our households. So we have to be innovative in what we do and what we say to our kids.
Right, dog.
He's the godfather of my daughter.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations again.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I prayed up on the daughter. I've been nutting for years. And I finally got her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's amazing.
She's a pretty little girl, too.
Yeah,
man.
and I'm going to teach her. She going to...
How old is she now, Britt?
Man, she 2 weeks and 3
Oh,
days.
God, we talking...
Yeah, she
just less than a month.
Yeah.
Just got here.
Man, that's beautiful.
And I signed all the birth certificates and cut all my kids' umbilical cords.
Wow, how many do you have, Britt?
3.
3 of them. 2 boys, 1 girl.
2 British Alexander, Britain Alexander, and Brazil Alexandria.
Beautiful thing.
Bro. Yeah, it's definitely for real. And I'm trying to build my legacy, and I want my kids to, you know what I'm saying, have bodyguards and butlers, and I want the finer things.
Speaking in
I like to dress well. I like nice things. I like new stuff.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like ain't nothing like some new jeans. Ain't nothing like a new shirt you putting on.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with being saucy. And I always say that confidence is controlled arrogance.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell is another nigga to say what it's certain things that you want, it's certain ways that you want to build that foundation.
Right.
And that's the foundation I want to build. Every time I see his son, I give him $100.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I want to set his standards up, and he ain't gonna go do no dumb shit. Because Uncle Brisco.
Yeah.
I go get that 100 from Uncle Brisco.
There it is.
You feel what I'm saying?
There it is,
So,
man.
yeah.
Fellas, man. Hey, again, I appreciate. Oh, one more question with you, Rick, right quick, Brisk. You still doing Love of Hip Hop?
Nah.
That's done.
The numbers was kind of crazy.
The numbers was crazy. You mean as far as bread? Or you mean
the money and just putting myself out there. I wasn't finna give, you know, these people that have a camera in my house for 8-9 months for no peanuts.
Hey,
you know
man,
what I'm saying?
We smart.
I want my own show.
At the end of the day.
He got the feel I can do my own.
There it is.
Yeah, 100%.
There it is.
Yeah. That's what we built it for. You know what I'm saying? You build a house so that we can have shelter.
Black man, I'm proud of y'all, man.
Absolutely.
I'm proud of y'all, man, for fucking with me, man, giving me all this game and wisdom, the directions I need to go in.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm
and
saying?
you too, man, for building what you built. This is incredible. Like, anytime you want us to hear, man, you know, anytime we drop a project, we come in. You know what I'm saying? I'm
trying to set up something for Christmas, little toy drive. I don't know if y'all involved in that kind of stuff.
Of course.
Everything's
a blessing. Yeah.
Hey,
we setting up something for Thanksgiving too. Everything's a blessing.
Straight up, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I will reach out to you boys,
so,
man, and see if y'all could come down if y'all got the time.
We'll
so I
make
can
the
have
time.
shake some hands, and kiss some babies.
It's too easy.
Yeah, it is, bro.
Listen, the community work, like, listen, the rapping it's our passion, it's what we love.
Right.
But we do this to be able to be connected directly to our communities and to be a blessing to the individuals that look up to us and that help put us in this position.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you call us to come out there to be out here for these babies, ain't no way we ain't gonna make. We gonna make the time.
That's what it's about.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So yeah, just call us, man. We'll
Service.
definitely be here.
Service.
You know, we'll definitely be here.
Hey, man. Tell them how they can find you real quick.
Listen, at Ghost-Writah on everything. RebellionLabel.com. That's the record label. You know, DM me, I respond. You know what I mean? Send me a message, I respond. I'm really big on the album drop. Brisco will tell you, like, the day the album dropped, you know, every fan that wrote, you know, I spent 2-3 hours just telling people just thanking people who wrote me back 2-3 hours at a time to the point where I couldn't do it.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I respond to everybody. You know what I'm saying? As often as I possibly can. So at Ghost-Writah every day.
At Brisco, Opalaka, everything. Like I said, if I don't respond, he'll be on it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And we just here to inspire you. We here to, you know what I'm saying, turn y'all up. We doing features. That's a blessing.
That's right.
No features on the album.
That's right.
Everything's a blessing.
We got a couple features on. We got Forever Boy.
We got Forever Boy.
Forever Boy about to take
from
up
Iowa. From Iowa. We found him in the crevices of Iowa.
That's how you do it.
Incredible Forever Boy. And then we had an artist that's on my label. Her name is Amy. She's on the album. For the most part, yeah, we didn't put. I mean, Billy Blue. Blue. Every time we do something, you know, we got to
insert Billy Blue.
Billy Blue is an incredible talent. So anytime you see a project that comes out from us, like, we definitely gonna reach out. It's gonna be 12 songs every time. She 12 forever, and we definitely gonna have our brothers and sisters involved every time.
There it is, bro. Man, it's been another fucking exclusive podcast. Exclusive podcast. I got Brisco in the building. I got Ghost-Writah in the building, man. Y'all tap in, man. Y'all like and share, man. I told y'all. Just
hey, Ross, patient. Look what we got, Ross.
Yeah.
And the other nigga.
Yeah.
Hey, Ball.
Hey, remind me of Dave.
Send us a case, boy.
Yeah. That's what it do, man. Y'all tap in, man. Like and share, man. The Chop Up Hour. I'm FattMann Brisco. And motherfucking, goddamn, Ghost-Writah. I've been drinking. I apologize. Yo.
How you moving out about your talent. Remember broke, so I chuckle at my account balance. Dinner sorbet, baby holy scallions. Remote lead, let's see lope out on Fisher Island. A stack of 3 accounts is on a pillow top. I pillow talk, she on OnlyFans, I'm really hot. I was in the feds about a case, y'all. I hit them for millions, I'm Bernie Madoff. Silk shirts, I compliment a Prada blouse. Rich lab down south, nigga chicken sauce.